Sugita Kartavya Kimanye Shastra Vistare Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadmat Vinishrita. Hare Krishna. So, welcome all devotees for our continuation of the Bhagavad Gita section Bhakti Yoga, chapter 10, the opulence of the Absolute, Vibhuti Yoga. Okay, so may I request Guru Krishna Prabhu, Prabhu, can you please help with the overview of the chapter?
Yes. So in chapter 10, yesterday we completed till 5th sloka. So first to 7 is the Krishna is source of everything. Then 8 to 11, Chatuha Sloki Bhagavad Chatuha Sloki Gita is discussed. From 12 to 18, Arjuna's acceptance and request. And 19 to 42, know Krishna through his vibhutis.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So in the first 5 verses, can anybody just help me to summarize in short, not in detail? How is the flow gone till now? 1 to 5. Shantanu Prabhu, would you like to try?
Hare Krishna, am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. So in the first verse, Krishna requests Arjuna to listen more carefully, that Krishna is going to speak more details of his opulences now.
Yeah. Bhuya. Bhuya.
Bhuya.
Again. Here again, because I'm speaking the Param Vacha. Why? Why is speaking Arjuna to Arjuna like that?
Yeah, so in the second verse, he says that.
No, first question. Why is speaking like that to Arjuna?
Uh, so so that will enhance the conviction and devotion of the devotees, like Arjun's conviction in Krishna's words and himself.
Yeah. And because he is Priyamana, yeah. And Lord is,
He is
because he is very
very
dear to the Lord.
dear to a Lord.
And
Right.
he's Hitakam, yeah. And Lord wants to do benefit for his
Benefit.
devotees. Yeah. So that's why. So that his devotion increases. And by telling more about one's vibhutis, what will happen? Once we know the what you call greatness of a person, then one starts to worship him. In a sense, the opulences, the Aishwarya, makes one to worship. Okay, good. That's why the Lord is beginning. Yeah.
Right. In the second verse, Krishna says that nor the demigods nor the great sages know his opulences, because Krishna himself is the origin of both the demigods and the great sages.
They cannot know him completely.
Completely.
Why?
Right.
Why? Because
He is
he's
only the
telling in the
source.
context, yeah, he's going to tell the context that what I'm going to give you, Arjuna, that even they are the great souls like the demigods or the rishis, even they do not know. Why? Because I'm their source. How much they can know? And what I'm going to speak to is, so they do not know. That is a sense. Are there any examples? Yesterday I did not ask that. Are there any examples like, because we hear that okay, demigods cannot understand Krishna, but some of us may have. But they get to see Vishnu sometimes, or they get to hear about Vishnu also, and they are more knowledgeable. Okay, demigods are because of sense gratification. Sometimes they may not be able to understand, but rishis they can understand because their power is more of knowledge of and renunciation. Even they cannot understand. Are there any examples where the demigods got bewildered? Yeah, Asing probably. Yeah, Shantanu, do you remain intact? But okay, yes.
Roji, the example where when Brahmaji got bewildered, and another example, Indra got bewildered.
Yeah, see, if you say that's the example. Because if they have understood Krishna completely, why did they have any confusion at all? No, they could not understand. For them it was very bewildering. How come a child be Supreme Lord and all those things? Because they don't have complete knowledge. And his activities completely bewildered him. And even Indra and Prajbhumi, we find that he's completely bewildered. He's thinking himself as supreme, not understanding the position of the Lord. So, like that, the demigods. Are there any rishis? Anytime you find any rishis that are bewildered or confused or could not understand Krishna, any examples of that? Yeah, Anil Sahu.
Yes, Guruji, we had the example of Narad Muni and Vishwamitra Muni. They have bewildered in some past
Yeah,
times.
yeah. What do you call Narad Muni? Where Narad Muni exactly?
That he tried to told that I am the pure brahmachari. Then Vishnu told it. And then he go in a marriage and he become a monkey face.
Prabhu, this version of this thing, let's not. I don't know. I have not heard till now. I have not saw any reference of this. This has been spoken by many speakers, but sorry to say about this Narada Muni become till the time at least I have not heard it. So let's not at least let's
And Vishwamitra.
figure out the reference of this because whenever I have spoken to devotees, where is this given? At least I did not find any reference till now. So
Vishwamitra Muni Prabhuji that
yeah, I
he three times.
understand. Let me complete first. And so this Narada Muni becoming monkey and all those things. I don't know, but let's let somebody confirm of this reference and all this. If you know somebody, if you can quote with some reference, I will be more than happy. But other things, many things we have heard, there are many quoted, but this I'm not sure. So please, at least I don't know. If you know, you tell me what is a reference for this. I'll be comfortable and happy with this. You know any reference of this?
Well, I had in numbers of classes, not the one class, but particular
Yeah,
reference I don't.
class
The
reference.
scripture I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay. At least I have not find till now. That's what I'm telling. So I have not even heard also the reference. Okay, maybe quite possible. It's there. I don't know. It's not there, but at least I want to know it. Okay. Okay. Vishwamitra Muni. That makes this thing. Okay. Any more? Narad Muni. You can say Narad Muni bewildered. When in Dwarka, when he went, he saw, Hare, Krishna here is playing with his. That is there in Bhagavatam. He goes to different homes of Krishna. Hare, here also Krishna. He's doing different activities. Another place. When he goes another place, as if he's coming for the first time, Krishna says, "Oh, welcome, Narad Muni." So Narada says, "Eh? Just now only you saw." But that's what Krishna in different palaces he goes, he says that amazing Krishna, you are in every palace and you greet me as if I'm you're seeing me for the first time after a long time. So that's there Narada Muni gets astonished by the Lord's amazing opulence that is at the same time, all the this thing. Yeah. Yeah. So Anil Sahu, don't take it as this thing. Let's please help me to understand the reference. That's my point. I have not heard it. And for me, that past time till the time I get reference, it's I do understand from many angles it can be seen, but at least somebody is referring to it from some reference also. If somebody is speaking is no problem, but ask them little reference. That will be very nice. That's what I can say. Yeah, Mandar Prabhu.
Markandeya Rishi want to see Maya
Very
of
good.
Lord.
Very good example. Markandeya Rishi wanted to see the what do you call Maya of the Lord. So now you understood, right? Why the Lord is saying that they do not understand me completely. It's not that they do not understand; they understand, but when they cannot understand completely. That's the meaning. Yesterday, when I also want to say that, because sometimes our thoughts are, but true rishis know na, they chant verses na, they know this place the Lord is, and even for us, we may say we know it. Right? Whatever you have heard, we know it. But Sakshat Darshan is also not happened. And Sakshat, where Lord is present, we have not even seen places what the Lord has created in this material existence. But the Shravan is there. But who can know the Lord completely? Nobody. Yes, Prabhu Shantanu, continue. Good. Next.
Yes, Vijay. In the third verse, Krishna says that those who know me, they know me as unborn, beginningless, and as the supreme Lord of all worlds. And such persons or devotees, they are undeluded and they are freed from all sins.
But the living entities also are Raja.
Right. So, living entities may be unborn and beginningless, but they are not the supreme Lord of all the world. So that makes the main distinction between the supreme Lord and the Jiva.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, in Aja, you can still have some more points how Lord is
Right.
how Lord is. It can be there, but still, even some for if it is argued, oh, but living entities are also Aja. Living entities also there are some other living entities who are always they are also Anadi. But are they what you call Loka Maheshwaram? That position is not. So finished. That will be please. So that means he's a source of everything. He's a source of everything. And now he tells about fourth and fifth, what we discussed.
So Krishna discusses that he is the creator of all the qualities also. So
Of
he
qualities.
tells about different qualities.
Yeah.
Should I state those, Prabhuji?
No, he's a source of all
Of
qualities.
all
No?
qualities.
Because things is very easy, that from him every things are coming. But he's source of qualities which are subtle, which do not have any gross manifestation of it, but he's source. He's a source of only good qualities or bad qualities.
Someone who is away
No,
from
no,
the
he's a
good
source of good and bad qualities, or he's a source
Yes,
of good qualities.
he is both, Prabhuji.
Both.
Source of both. Yes.
So he's a source. Yesterday that question answer was asked by somebody. I'm not able
Yeah.
to remember the devotee. Okay. So that's how. So now we are continuing with the next theme. Again, he says, look, he's going. The whole world is, the whole universe is populated. How is populated, and how is the source of this thing? Everything is created by him. That he will state in sixth and seventh. One who understands his opulences naturally. What you call his devotion is increases, and of this there is no doubt. He practices his devotion service very nicely. That's what he will mention in the coming two verses. I just share the screen. Yes, this one. Maharshaya Sap. Okay, that's 6, 4, 5 down. Yes. Maharshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavastata Madbhava Manasa Jata Yesham Loka Imah Praja. Okay. Yes, Anil Sahu. Kindly read through.
The 7 great sages, and before them the 4 great sages, and the Manus, progenitor of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from them.
Yeah, it's very clear. The whole universe is populated by them. See, from me here, when he sense, if you see in the Bhagavatam, they all come from Brahmaji. I mean, in the sense, who's Brahma? Brahma is one of the Guna avatars of the Lord only. So in that sense, he's a Jiva, but empowered with that creative potency. So here, when the Lord is saying, it is coming from, because Brahmaji in Bhagavatam, you'll find when he's in the creative mode, because the creative potency has been given by the Lord, he himself do not understand what all things are coming from him and from which all places are there coming. He's amazed by that. Even he is amazed by that. That is because the Lord has empowered. So who all things, who are the prominent, these are the 25 members here. The Sapta Rishis, Sapta Maharashaya, they are there. There is the, what do you call it, the Chatush Kumaras, and there is the Manus, like that. That Mad Bhava Manasa Jata, they are coming from me. And that's how the whole Esham Loka Imam Praja, that's how the whole living species, you heard that Kashyap Muni with his different wives, different living entities have been produced from different wives, from somebody birds, from somebody what do you call beast, somebody two-legged, somebody four-legged, all that things. The whole thing is coming from them. So these 25 leaders, we can say, they are the ones. Of course, Chatush Kumars are there. They does not have any progeny in that sense, but they are also a part of the creation. But if you see the Saptarishis and the Manus, how many Sapta is very clear. The 7 rishis, they are, and four Manus. So 7 plus 4 is 11. And how many Manus are there in a day of Brahma? Anyone? How many Manus are there in a day of Brahma?
14.
Yeah, total how much comes to them? All added together. 7 plus 4 plus Manus. 14. How much it is?
25.
25. So that's how. So through them, the Lord says, see. Please continue reading this. Yeah.
The
Who was
Lord is
reading?
the Lord is giving a genealogical synopsis of the universal population. Brahma is the original creator, born out of the energy of the Supreme Lord, who is known as Hiranyagarbha. And from Brahma, all the seven great sages, and before them, four other great sages named Shanak, Sharanda, Sanatan, and Sanat.
Sanandana, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar.
And the 14 Manus are manifested. All these 25 great sages are known as patriarchs.
Patriarchs,
Patriarchs
the
of the
head or the leaders in that sense for the universal creation. Yeah,
of the living entities all over the universe.
all over the universe. So that's how the whole universe is populated. It's, yeah. Next. So the Lord is now concluding with that in this section. Edam vibhutim yogam cha mamayo vetti tatvatah so avikalpena yogena yujjate natra samshayah. Okay. Deepak Sudhar.
One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engaged in unalloyed.
Namita, they sliding loudly.
Very well. Can
Hare Krishna.
please themselves keep yourself in mute, Prabhu. Yes, Deepak Sudhar. Can you read again?
One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engaged in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt.
Yeah, see, here Prabhupada is nicely giving the translation. What Lord is saying, one is factually convinced of the opulence. The opulence is the vibhutis. And the yogam, Prabhupada is a mystic yoga, and it is also said that it is referring to the qualities of the one who knows what it was. Hence, the previously described opulences, in short, opulence of what you call how everything is coming from him, and the qualities like his anadi, ajam, his lokam heshwaram, like that. That is referring to the yoga aspect. One who knows this, what does it? Mamayo vetti tatvata. That's how he understands the Lord. One who knows it, then so avikalpena, without any doubt, avikalpena, he engages yogena, yujjate, natra samshaya. There is no doubt. When he comes to know the opulences, the qualities of such Lord, and he engages in devotional service with full attention. Of this, there is no doubt. That's what the Lord is saying. Why not? Such a person with so much of opulences, so much of wonderful qualities. We are here in this world also. People are attracted with what do you call the qualities. Even sometimes, if somebody is a rich man, he's so attracted with one small quality, and people will start practically worshipping them. Then what to speak of the Lord? What to speak of that? So that's what same effect that the Lord is saying here. Okay, please read the part.
Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulences of the Supreme Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service.
Yeah, so one should not doubt. One should not doubt. Oh, this is like video game. Sometimes video game में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Lord के हाथों से भी लग रहा है सब चीज. Yeah, this is not Harry Potter movie or something like that. This is a fact that you are seeing all around. Some movies that people are so much amazed by the what you call magics and astonishments that are there in the movies, and they practically what you call worship or do many things, crazy things with and the real opulence, like Prabhupada used to say, like the dog is barking, people are not amazed. Man is barking like a dog, people are amazed. See? The man is barking like a dog, people are amazed. And dog is barking. How this living entity is not able to speak, but he is barking in a different way. And somebody else is speaking, somebody else is like, that amazement, people. If you want to see the mystics, if you want to see the opulences of the Lord, you can see all around. But because it's been all around us, we feel it as common. क्या ये तो हर दिन देखते रहते हो. Don't use our intelligence to see from the right perspective, to see where it is coming from, who put that sound, why my sound box is like this, why that sound box is like this. There is another female, her sound box is different. I mean, many things can be seen in that. Prabhupada asked, is there any living entity in this world which drinks water from its feet? Somebody got amazed. Feet? He said, no. He said, yes, trees. He said, trees. They're drinking. Can't you see that mystic? Can you drink it? No. Is it not the Lord's mystic's opulence? So like that. So you want to see the mystic and all those things, you don't have to go to movies. You see the real, the world all around you, which is exactly, and see the mystics or all the opulences of the Lord, even in this world. That he will explain. That's why when he's going to come later from 19 to 42, whole verses, I am in this, I am in this, because all that is there that you find is because of him as the underlying principle. That's why the glory is his. What else? Movie is only on a screen. They can cheat you as much as possible. And anyway, it's cheating business is prevalent. But nothing. The world, it is there. It's real. Okay, please complete it.
Generally, people know that God is great, but they do not know in detail how God is great.
This is what I was saying. As soon as you find something, I have seen that same coming back to movies and this thing. People want to see that person. People want to meet this person. People want to. How much it should be for the Lord then? How much eagerness? With that eagerness, one practices devotion. We understand, oh, this much opulence, this much yoga. Why God? Why not? Why not? That's why he becomes serious in his devotion. Said, avikalpena, without any further thoughts, with a stern, firm conviction, without any doubt further. Okay.
Here are the details. If one knows factually how God is great, then naturally he becomes a surrendered soul and engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord.
See.
When one factually knows the opulences of Supreme, there is no alternative but to surrender to him.
But to surrender to him. There's no alternative. What else he will do? You want to? Yeah, read this also.
These are some of the opulences of the Supreme Lord. When one is firmly convinced of them, he accepts Krishna with great faith and without any doubt, and he engages in devotional service. All this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is, for by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to be fixed in sincere devotional service.
Yeah, so that's what Prabhupada is saying. So this marks for the beginning of next Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. Because once you know the opulences of the Lord, one engages in bhajan. And then how does they practice bhajan? That has been given in the next Chatushloki, which is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita. 9th and 10th chapters are like in the womb of Bhagavad Gita, in the center of the Bhagavad Gita. 9th chapter is most confidential, and these 4 verses are also very much nutshell of Bhagavad Gita. The coming verses, so that will be described for. Just give me one. So coming section is our second section, 8 through 11. There's most important verses which are going to come. So this is Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. So we'll just recite the verses once 4 and then go one by one. Aham sarvasya prabho mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitah. Verse 9. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. 10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Tesham evanukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashriyami atmabhavasto gnanadipena bhashvata. So these 4 verses are in so these 4 verses are summarizing the considered as the what you call Chatushloki. They are referred to as Chatushloki Gita, which the acharyas like Sripada Manujacharya, our Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, and many other acharyas agree that this is this, and they come. When I say they're at the womb of the Bhagavad Gita, they fall at the center of the Bhagavad Gita. So like that. So these 4 verses, the 8th verse, I'm just giving a general introduction to this 4 verses, and then we'll try to see one. Then we'll try to see in details. So these 4 verses, 8 to 11. So this 8th verse, just to remember, even in short, what is it? What is this for? 8th verse talks about the overall, the general description, the essence, you can say, the essence or the synopsis of the 4 verses. And 9th, 10th, and 11th will focus upon what is spoken in the 8th verse. Hope all of you got it. 8th verse will give a synopsis of the whole 4 verses coming. What is this we talk about? 9, 10, 11 will focus on the detail of what is given as in the 8th verse. So just to remember it. So now, what is that? We'll see. Aham sarvasya prabho mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samadhita. So here, the Lord, okay, somebody read the translation in this request. Yeah, Dheeraj, Vipute Prabhu.
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Thank you. So here the Lord is saying these 2 lines, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. So here is saying that one is the same, it isn't coming in the same line of all the 7 verses because he is the source of everything. So he repeats this here. Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. So he says, I am the source of everything, one who understands all this, what you call, as mentioned in the previous verses also. So he's giving in short, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. So from me emanates everything. So these 2 lines says, once you know that, Krishna says, iti matva. Once you know that, then what does he do? He do bhajante. He starts doing what? Bhajan. He practices devotion. To whom? Mam. Not to anybody else. Me only. Then what happens? So he becomes Buddha. And he becomes Bhava Samadhita. So one who understands this, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate, iti matva, knowing that, one starts performing bhajan, practices devotional service. And then what is the qualities that what is the result? What is the qualities that he gets then? he becomes Buddha, knowledgeable, learned, and Bhava Samanvitaha, Bhava, with his emotions, with his love, he practices that bhajan. So that's what has been mentioned. So, so understanding Krishna as the source of everything, then three things happen. What is that? What do? They do bhajan. And what are the qualities? What is that qualities that they display? That is, they become learned and at the bhava samanvitaha. So this bhava samanvitaha, bhava samanvita is explained. This bhava samanvita is explained in 9th verse, the coming 9th verse, and Buddha will be explained in 10th and 11th. Means what is Buddha? How does he become? How does he become Buddha? Who makes him Buddha? The Lord makes him Buddha. Bhava samanvita. What does he do for? And these both for the bhajan. For the bhajan. So he does bhajan, and then he becomes learned. He has bhava samanvita. He performs loving devotional service. Okay, how that bhava samanvita he does? That is given in 9th chapter, 9th verse. And how does he become Buddha? That is told in what do you call 10 and 11. Hope this is clear to all of you. This verse is talking in synopsis about the Chatushloki only. It is talking about synopsis. The first verse is giving the introduction, almost the synopsis of it. Arjun Sarthi, is there anything I have not yet completed? Is it related with the Chatushloki only?
Yes, sorry, maybe I'll ask later.
Yeah, because I have not even started the verse. I just began the topic. So let me complete the whole thing. So so this is how the verse is structured, and it is and the extension of this verses is going to 9th and 10th and 11th. Okay, let me check. Shrikar Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So Prabhu, what you understood? 8th verse is talking about what?
Prabhuji, you said eighth verse is synopsis of next coming 3 verses. So it is a introduction or kind of start. So one who knows like Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, that Krishna is everything, and everything emanates from him. He becomes knowing this, one who start worshipping him,
Yes.
he becomes intelligent, and with that intelligence, he performs bhava
These
saman
are two qualities. He becomes Buddha.
Buddha
He
and
becomes Bhava
bhava saman.
Samanvita. Yeah, Bhava Samanvita. Then he does with his Bhava. Bhava includes with love, he performs devotional service. So now, where is this Bhava Samanvita will be discussed?
So it will be discussed in the further verses.
Which verse? Be specific. It will be discussed in text in verse 9.
9.
And Buddha will be discussed in 10 and 11. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes. Clear.
Okay. Hope by asking to Shikhar Prabhu, others are also clear. Now coming to this verse. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate iti matva vachante mam Buddha bhava samanvita. So, Shikhar Prabhu, can you read it again?
Yes, Prabhu.
Translation.
Translation. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise.
Right. So now, aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Don't you find this as a repetition? I am the source of everything, but everything emanates from me. Anyone? Yeah, Mayuresh Prabhu, if you are on.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
It's a repetition.
Can you once again ask question?
Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds, and everything emanates from me. Are these two lines not same?
Maybe repetition is for understanding that one should not get confused that means Lord is means everything is coming from मतलब he is मतलब he start है पर ऐसा ना सोचे कि उनसे मतलब आ रहा है मतलब ये नहीं हो रहा है तो इसलिए वो रिपीट किया गया हो.
Okay. Anyone else? It doesn't look similar. Usually, that's not the answer to. Hey, the Lord doesn't repeat so easily everything. Yeah. Anybody want like to try? It appears like that, right? Same thing, right? Aham sarvasa prabhu. From me comes everything, and everything emanates from me. Yeah, Shantanu Prabhu.
I'll try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So here Krishna is saying that he is the source of all spiritual and material worlds, and even when these worlds are not existing, still I am existing. So I am always there.
Yeah, but he is using everything emanates from me. Emanates, right? That's the word. Okay, Devi Prasad Prabhu, let him try. Good try, no problem.
So, just a guess actually. So, we know understand like we are controlled by demigods. So it may be that that's why he's separately telling everything is coming from me, and it is doesn't mean that everything is coming under me and it's gone out of my category, out of my area. It's still under my control only.
Okay, maybe. Okay, Rasarasik Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Everything emanates from me, and Prabhu means it's kind of controlled by me, or
Yeah,
means
control by
I'm
me is
not
where?
emanator of it, but I also controls it. Prabhava.
Prabhava is more is, you see here, Prabhava is more as what? What is saying? The source of generation.
Means I make it working.
You are closer. Yeah, maybe you're closer. Good try. So that's how the repetition is. Okay, yes, Arjun Sathi, you raised the hand.
Is it referring to Brahma Jyoti Prabhu?
No, nothing of this Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti is anyway everything coming from him only. It's very clear. Yes, Lalit Prabhu. Thank you for the try.
Try, Prabhuji. So in first, Krishna is telling that everything which is spiritual and material is like I am the source. But if somebody thinks that something beyond spiritual or material, whatever maybe is thinking, so that is also coming from me.
There's nothing called nothing beyond. Is there anything beyond spiritual world and material world? This is the first time I'm hearing. You know anything? Please let me.
No, I don't know, but I'm just thinking in that way that if somebody
Yeah,
thinks,
your thought is good, but you are going beyond Krishna's world. Yeah, Mandar Prabhu, you try. Okay, this is the last one. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
Prabhuji,
want
I'll
to
just try.
trouble all of
So
you with more this thing. Yeah, try.
I'll just try. So he's already telling first one that he is the source of all spiritual and material world.
Okay.
Plus everything emanates from me. Now in one sense it is like first everything depends on him also, and everything have some relationship with him also. Like that.
Everything depends upon him also and have a relationship with him also. Yeah, you're a little bit closer to you now, closer. Yeah.
And he's
Okay,
the
good.
operator of
Yeah, good.
his
That
own.
is one good thing. Fine. Thank you. So you have come almost close, and it is. So when the Lord is saying, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, yes, everything comes from me. That is very clear. That means actually he's the material cause. Material cause. That is referring to the material cause. Means even all the materials that are required for the material existence, it is coming from me. That is the meaning. And when it's saying matta sarvam pravartate, and although everything is coming from me, the second one is he is the nimitta karan. Nimittaman, he is the instrumental cause also. Of course, he is the ultimate cause that is definitely there. But here, and he's saying that matta sarvam pravartate, that means he also supports, he also is the controller. of the whole thing. Anything that is done. So first aham sarvasya prabhu is referring to is material cause. Means the ingredients even are also supplied by him. It is coming from him. And when he's saying Matta Sarvam Pravartate, everything emanates from him, Prabhupada writes, but Prabhupada had that sense because he's referring to the Acharyas and that. So it's made very clear. That is, the first is called as in other terms is Upadan Karan, second is called as Nimitta Karan, first is material cause, second is instrumental cause. Means what? He's like for example, when somebody is making a water, this water pots, the material, he takes the mud in order to make it. The mud, so the raw mud, what he takes into. That is the material cause, means the ingredients. That is also supplied by Krishna in this material world. So, and after, yeah, he makes the design. I mean, the potter. He has his wheel, so he utilizes stick and everything. So he gives shape to it and he gives it, and then he controls it. Basically, he controls it, he supports it, he maintains it, everything. So that is the aspect of when it has been talking about Matta Sarvam Pravartate. So he's the material cause, he's the Nimitta cause, and surely he is the ultimate cause also. And there's no doubt about that. So that is what it is referring to. And this, yes, you have been seeing that in all these above verses, that how he's the source of everything. And he's here is making as an ultimate statement, okay, aham service, everything is coming from me, even the metals, everything. There is nothing coming out. I am controlling, I am supporting, I am operating. That is the sense of the second line when he's talking about it. So now he says then, so itimatva, knowing this, what is this? So itimatva, knowing this, what becomes? Once starts performing bhajante, becomes devoted, starts practicing devotional service unto me, he says, Mam. And then the verse, this next line, the wise who perfectly knows this, the above two statements, engage in my devotional service and worship me with their hearts. That's the wise. That means he becomes learned. And then bhava samanvita, and with great attention, with bhava, with great emotion, with his love, that he worships the Lord. So that has been given. Just in my, I'm just getting one more. Like how the Lord in Bhagavatam only, like how spider, if you see the appropriate example, how Lord is the material cause and the what do you call instrumental cause for the whole. If you see a spider, let me ask a question. So spider, where does it get its material from? Where does it get the material from? Yes, Chandra Bhushan Ru. Spider makes spider webs, right? Spider webs are made. Where does it get from?
From himself.
From himself. It's on belly. You get it? He himself has the material. That's the point. And after that, who makes the web?
He
himself. Now you got the point. So in first line, when he says that and who controls the web?
He only.
And does he get entangled in the web?
No, others are get entangled.
Others. Of course, the purpose here is that the Lord has created the material not for living entities entanglement. Yeah, but accordingly, what you call for his purification, and this thing is there. But yes, that is so that is a beautiful example. The what you call our Bhagavatam speaks about this. So that's how we understand the Lord is material cause. He's the controller. He is this thing because nothing is coming from outside. Like that. So knowing this, what happens is one performs bhajante and then Buddha bhava samanvitaha. So sorry, Buddha. So one becomes Buddha and samanvitaha. So and that has been talked. So let's try to see the purport of Prabhupada. Okay, please continue our Chandra Bhushan Prabhu.
A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual world. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools.
Yeah. So Prabhupada is saying that this is clear, that he understands that Lord Krishna is a. Okay, Lord Krishna, I have a question. Lord Krishna is a material cause, and at the same time, he is the, what do you call, efficient cause of this world. Then what about spiritual world? Anyone? What about spiritual? Simple. He's also he's the same. There is no ambiguity in that. He is also same. He's only operating the spiritual world. Everything is under his guidance. Everything under his control. It's as simple as that. That's why Prabhupada, when he says, he's from him comes material world. From him comes everything. So obviously, from him, then everything, even the whole spiritual world, is under his control in that sense. So there's nothing new in that. I just asked it to know how much you are just paying attention to that. So that don't think that spiritual world is and spiritual creation is something else. No, it is under him only. Both are under him. But here it is talked more about his speaking in that sense. So that's been it has been given. Now further the verses which are given here is Prabhupada focuses all this. You see, Athara Veda, Gopal Tapani Upanishad, Narayana Upanishad, Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedamscha Gapayati Sma Krishna. So all these references Prabhupada is giving in these verses to tell this point that how Krishna is Aham Sarvasya Prabhoho Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Only these two lines Prabhupada is focusing, giving reference after reference from scriptures to put this point. How Krishna is a source of everything. How everything everything is under his control. Everything is this. So all these verses, see, Narayana Upanishad, you find that. How nobody was there before. All that things. Brahmano Devaki Putra Narayana Upanishad. Again, Maha Upanishad talks about in the beginning of creation, there was only the Supreme Lord Narayana. There was no Brahma, no water. So. Means that has come later, like that. And then from Moksha Dharma section of the Mahabharata, all these things you can read. And Varaha Purana. So somebody asks about how Krishna is the source of it. So many references Prabhupada has given in this verse referring to that point of saying that how Krishna is the source of everything, both material and spiritual, like that. So that has been given. So here also, Lord Krishna is the source of all generation, and is called the most efficient cause of everything. Everything is born from me. I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. You see, under me in the sense superintendent. Everything is under his control. No one is above me. Yes. So that is talking about control aspect. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. So that is the meaning. Okay, please continue to read this. One who understands Krishna in such a way.
One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master with reference from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness.
Yeah. So now here, Prabhupada is referring to one who understands Krishna in such a way. Such a way means like he is Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Matta Sarvam Pravartate. That aspects Prabhupada has already touched here. I just told that. These two are already touching that. Now, when he is coming, one who understands Krishna in such a way from the spiritual master, it is referring to Iti Matva. Iti Matva means that he is getting confirmed. For us, for Arjuna, Krishna is speaking. Iti Matva Bhajante Ma. For us, who is speaking? Guru. Confirming from the mouth of the Guru. One's heart is filled with prema. What is that? Filled with bhava samanvita. And at the same time, the person becomes intelligent. So, once you understand that, surely he becomes truly learned. because he, what do you call it? Because he understands the essence, truly learned. So here Prabhupada is referring to those further two lines. Iti matva means, okay, he's confirming the words from his guru's mouth, from a bona fide spiritual master, understands Krishna in that way, has faith in that, and then he becomes truly learned. That's how he understands, and that's how he practices bhakti, with filled with prema. Bhava samanvita is filled with prema. So that's what it is talking about. So, so now these four verses, in a sense, now further things also. This, if you say this is talking about a pure devotee, ananya bhakta, no doubt. But for a sadhaka, this is what he is supposed to reach. It is twofold. Sometimes we hear, Prabhu, all these things is talked about pure. Yes, there is a section talking about Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti. It is talking about a pure devotee. How does he now go? Because the coming is that thing is going to come. So that has been talked. That has been talked. But for a sadhaka, this is what he is supposed to reach to. This is what he is supposed to do. This is how he is supposed to act for. Because there is a goal, and at the same time, we should walk, or we should walk on the path to reach that goal. That is the meaning. So one more aspect I forgot to tell, I just repeated. Also, this verse, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to all of us, the scriptures, in essence, can be the scriptures speak about these three aspects. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to us. That is, what is it? Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan aspects. So these three, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojan, is there in this 8th verse. Abhideya and Prayojan is there in 9th verse. I'm just telling what all things are there. And finally, there is what do you call our Abhideya is there in 10th and 11th. So I repeat again, because somebody may not able to catch. Hopefully all of you know Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojan. What does it mean also? Sambandha is what is that relationship between me and the Lord? Then Abhideya, what is the process? If once I know the relationship with somebody, then what I'm supposed to do? What is the way I'm supposed to, what is the process I'm supposed to follow? That is the Abhideya aspect. And what is the Prayojan is the goal, what one is supposed to reach to. That's what it is. So 8th verse is talking about all the three. Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. 9th verse is talking about Abhideya and Prayojan. 10th and 11th verse is talking about the Abhideya. So now coming to 8th verse. Now you all will help me to understand how it is talking about Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojan. Okay. Can anybody say in these words what is Sambandha? Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam prabhu iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samadhita. Yes, Deepak Sutar Prabhu.
Here, Sambandha is like Lord is the source of everything. So we are also
No,
coming.
you tell me exact words from the verse.
Prabhava is.
Or line. I'm okay with that.
Aham sarvasya prabhu and matta sarvam prabhu.
Very good. That is referring. Why? Because he's the source of everything. That one has to know, right? If somebody has to develop a relationship with him, first he has to know, oh, he is my source. I am his source and everything is connected to him. Okay, that is the sambandha. That's why it's very important. So good, very good. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravarteta. So this is referring to the sambandha jnana. Once we understand, you see, all this 1 to 7 is also Krishna is again. Why we saw that section? Krishna is the source of everything. It has been repeated time and again. There, Krishna is saying many times, I am the source of this. That means everything is connected to him. And how am I connected to him? That has been very clear. Yes. So then, what is the Abhideya? What is here referring to Abhideya?
Bhajante ma.
Okay, very good. So bhajante mam. Means what is Abhideya? Then he does bhajan. Bhajan is a process, devotional service. He practices the devotional service. For all of us, how does he practice? We practice devotional service as per it is given by our acharyas. The Vidhi, 64 principles of devotional service, which Rupa Goswami says in what you call Nectar of Devotion, or the process that is given to do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archana, Mantram, all that. That's why we have a vidhi, we have a practice. So that is bhajan. Very good. Abhideya. And now what is the prayojan?
Buddha bhava samanvita.
Very good. Buddha, one becomes learned. Learned in what? Understanding Krishna. For him, and the personality, his qualities, name, everything becomes clear. And then bhava samanvita, both are prayojan. Bhava samanvita. It's not that one has so much bhava for the Lord, he does not have any knowledge of the Lord. No, he has complete knowledge of the Lord. Complete in the sense, whatever he can. Again, I repeat this, complete means sometimes people may say, Prabhu, don't ask me, because later sometimes people may ask the question, you only told one cannot understand complete. Now you only understand complete in the sense according to his capacity or whatever Krishna reveals to him. But he understands the tattva very clearly. That Krishna is a supreme personality. He has wonderful qualities, his pastimes, his leelas. He understands it. That is Buddha. At the same time, then he has prema for the Lord. So both. So that is his prayojan. And that is his prayojan, that he understands. So this verse carries that aspect. Good. Or you are able to identify this aspects in this. So coming to that, now 9th verse will talk about what? From the 8th verse. Anyone? What we are going to see now? Anyone?
Abhyuday and Prayojan.
Yeah. Abhyuday and Prayojan, that is okay. Now, before coming to Abhyuday and Prayojan, what was that I told in the 8th verse that we're going to see here in verse 9? What is that? What are the words or what are the line that we are going to see? Yes, anybody? Bhava samanvita. Very good. So that's what we are going to see now. That means what? The Abhideya aspect, mainly. Abhideya and Prayojan. So bhajante, then how do they do? Bhava samanvita. So what is that bhava samanvita? How does the devotee practice their devotional service? What does he do? That has been very wonderfully described. Majchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantasya mam nityam dushanti cha ramanti cha. You see, this is what they do. This is what they do. Okay. Yeah, Arjun Sarthipur, can you read, Prabhuji?
The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. The lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me.
Very important verse and very wonderful lines. See, Majchitta, his mind is fully engaged in me. That means his mind is filled with me for devotion for me. Madgata prana, for him, what's it called? If you like somebody, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, somebody doesn't eat, like food is his prana. And Baldev Devotion says it's like a fish out of water. So, like for example, if we know that, what is the situation? How do we feel like that? Oh, I have not heard Krishna Katha from so many days, Prabhu. As if I feeling my prana is going. So that is the consciousness of a devotee. I have not heard about Krishna from few days. What is happening? Am I serious in my devotional service? Because he cannot think of it's like almost like Gata Prana. It's like as if the Lord is his life, his devotional practice is life. So that's how it is. So it is referred to practically Madgata Prana, Madchitta, Madgata Prana. And what do? Bodhayanta Parasparam. They discuss among each other. Bodhayanta Parasparam, among each other. So the discussion among devotees is very important about the subject matter. And what do they discuss? They discuss. Krishna Chakravarti Thakur, he says that they discuss about, hey, what is Shuddha Bhakti? What is not Shuddha Bhakti? Hey, so many, the Bhakti house also so much where, hey, this Bhakti we have to practice. Oh, this is this Mishran, this is that Mishran. And the technically also. And at the same time, other aspects also, they discuss it. That's what they discuss, so that we remain on the path, we remain on that. At the same time, we, what do you call, relish Krishna Katha more and more. So parasparam. Kathayantas is loudly chanting this referring to speaking, either doing the kirtan or either speaking the glories of the Lord. That is also kirtan. Speaking to others the glories of the Lord. So, of whom Mam, when only for some time, Nityam, Madchitta, Madgata Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Kathayantascha, Mam, Nityam, always. That is the absorption. And what does that they get that? They get Tushyanti, very much satisfied. And Ramanti, oh, they not only they satisfied, but at the same time they enjoy. Bhakti is not a process like what you call some. There is so much better sense gratification available in Bhakti. Most best of the sense gratification, you can say. Tushyanti Ramanti. Okay. So now I happen to heard this. Now you tell me. I said this verse has Abhideya and Prayojan. Can anybody tell what is the Abhideya and what is the Prayojan? By seeing the verse. Yeah, Asim Prabha Prabhu.
Yeah, the process is Kathayantasya Mam Nityam. And Prayojan is Tushyanti and Ramanti.
Yeah, Prayojan is very correct. Tushyanti, Ramanti. Yes, because they relish. What relish in what? They get the, because ultimate goal of bhakti is what? We relish serving Krishna. That is Ramanti. Tushyanti. Yes, one is satisfied. I got best thing. What is that? Krishna. That is a goal. And then he relishes in bhakti. That is that. So regarding Abhideya aspect, not only
Parasparam.
not Machitta.
Machitta.
All yes, still here. Machitta, Madgata Pran, Bodayanti Parasparam. Yeah. Machitta, it is very chitta. Chitta is referring to what? Smaran aspect also. What is your mind thinks about? Right? That is the Smaran aspect is there here. So Machitta. Chitta is like mind. So once that Smaran aspect, he remembers. Because with mind one remembers with the Lord. So important. Bodhayanta Parasparam. This is more of the Acharya say this is more about Shravan aspect. Now you may say no, it is more because one speaks, others hears. So more it is on a Shravan. Kirtan it is more about Kathayan is more about Kirtan. So you see, Shravanam has come. Kirtanam, Smaranam, and with cha, you can include all other processes also. That means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevana, Archanam, even that. And what is that? That is Abhideya, right? That's what we are supposed to do. What we are supposed to do as Abhideya, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevana, Archanam, all. But here you see how beautiful is this Machitta, Mandasmaran, Madgata Prana. One engages his mind, one engages his body in the sense of Bodhayanta Parasparam. This we discuss with each other. Kathayantasyamam, Tushyanti Charam. And they get great satisfaction. And Ramanti, they enjoy, they relish. So this is what the devotees do after understanding Krishna as Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Iti Matva Bhajante. How do they bhajan? Like this. With Buddha Bhava Samanyata. Buddha will come next. So let's see Prabhupada's forward. Yeah, Prabhu, I think Arjun Satguru, you were continuing, right? Please complete it.
Pure devotees whose characteristics are mentioned here engage themselves fully in the transcendental loving service of the Lord.
So Prabhu, here is it allowing, it is applied to only pure devotees? Prabhupada is saying, yes, this is what pure devotees we saw. They are incomplete. If you see all these characteristics fit for a pure devotee. So this is for pure devotee. What about sadhakas? All of us?
For us also this applies, Proji, as we have to follow pure devotees.
Yes, we have to follow in the footsteps of the pure devotees. We have to reach to this goal, right? That is our whole purpose of it. Right? So one day we also, mat chitta, mat garata, we feel like that. Currently, yes, we not feel. And for us to apply in chanting only for some time, it becomes 2 hours. Somehow I apply my remembering Krishna. Now, where is my pran going? My pran is going whether prasad is ready or not. That is the current situation. But no problem. But still, slowly, to the degree, both the parasparam. Now as soon as morning program is over, we would like to talk. आज क्या news है, क्या masala है, ये वो सब बताओ. आज all other news is, but both the parasparam. That's why in voices they keep, I think, what is that? Prabhupada book reading even while prasad, so that the parasparam does not go somewhere else. Of course, many devotees do that, no doubt about it. Kathayantascha, eager to preach. Because when you have to preach, you have to speak. If you don't have, for that you have to read. If you don't read, if somebody asks questions, what you'll answer? Either you'll answer something out of the box, which will surprise them and surprise us also later. So better all that things. Okay, yes, we will continue. So that's what it is. So don't think these are verses, yes, referring to pure devotee, because if you see from our level, we may feel that, oh, sorry, I'm not up to, yes, but yes, this is what we are. And we are in the process. Okay, yes, Prabhu.
Their minds cannot be diverted from the lotus feet of Krishna. Their talks are solely on the transcendental subjects. The symptoms of the pure devotees are described in this verse specifically. Devotees of the Supreme Lord are 24 hours daily engaged in glorifying the qualities and pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Their hearts and souls are constantly submerged in Krishna, and they take pleasure in discussing him with
Sorry.
other devotees.
Yes.
In the
See, one more verse. Yeah, that is the same thing. Okay, completed. Yes, Prabhu.
In the preliminary stage of devotional service, they release the transcendental pleasure from the service itself, and in the mature stage, they are actually situated in love of God.
Yeah, this is referring to whom? This is referring to all of us, or those who are sadhakas. You see, it's not this is the preliminary stage of devotion. They relish the transcendental pleasure from service. Yeah, we relish from hearing. We hear Krishna Katha and we render little service and all this. But in the mature state, they're actually situated in love. Currently, we may not be in this love state, but at least we are following the representative of the Supreme Lord, that is Guru, under his instruction. They may not be great love at this stage, but no problem. At least we are having that respect, that value, that faith towards the scriptures, towards the words of the Lord, towards the words of the Guru, and that's why we are ready to practice. We are ready. We are surrender. Surrender is a process, as I said yesterday. It's a process. So we are in the process. But yes, as soon as we continue that, as we saw, there is 9 steps of devotional service. A bhava and prema is there, surely. But one is bhava prema, he cannot. He will be like this, machitta, matakata prana. Yeah. Okay. Once situated, please continue.
Once situated in that transcendental position, they can release the highest perfection which is exhibited by the Lord in his abode. Chaitanya likens transcendental devotional service to the sowing of a seed in the heart of the living entity.
Yeah, and here the whole further discussion is told about what you call, it is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. You see, what is this? Anybody can say. There are innumerable living entities traveling throughout the world, of the planets of the universes, and out of them there are a few who are fortunate enough. Which verses is referring to? Yes, Shantanu Prabhu.
Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavane.
Brahmanda. Then what is this? This devotional service is just like a seed, and if it is sown in the heart of the living entities, he undergoes it. Watering. What is a watering root? Anybody? Yes, Deepak Sudhaku.
Shravanam Kirtana.
Shravana Kirtana Karai Jalaya Sinchan. The watering of this seed is done by Shravana and Kirtan. So that is what. So like Prabhupada goes into that. Slowly, all of us know. That's what you call that lata, bhakti lata. The seed sprouts and one continues to pour water as Shravana and Kirtan. And then what happens? The lata grows. Goad out of this penetrates the Brahmajyoti also and goes to the Golok at the lotus feet of the Lord, and the fruit of love of Godhead is offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. That's how he relishes his bhakti. So that has been described here. Same thing, whole thing has been described. Please complete this, Prabhu. This plant of devotional services.
This plant of devotional service is fully described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 19. It is explained there that when the complete plant takes shelter under the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, one becomes fully absorbed in love of God. Then he cannot live even for a moment without being in contact with the Supreme Lord, just as a fish cannot live without water. In such a state, the devotee actually attains the transcendental qualities in contact with the Supreme Lord.
Yeah. Please complete it.
The Srimad Bhagavatam is also full of such narrations about the relationship between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam is very dear to the devotees, as stated in the Bhagavatam itself, 12:13-18. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam
Yat Vaishnavanam Priyam.
Priyam. In this narration, there is nothing about material activities, economic development, sense gratification, or liberation. Srimad Bhagavatam is only narration in which the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord and his devotee is fully described. Thus, the realized souls in Krishna consciousness take continual pleasure in hearing such transcendental literatures, just as a young boy and girl takes pleasure in association.
See, this Ramante, our Pallavi Vidyabhushan, he writes this actually. Ramante, he said that, enjoy. How does the devotee, what do you call it? Ramante, how does he enjoy Prabhu? It's very difficult for me to understand. How does it Raman? Okay, Raman kya hota hai? So Acharya has used that example of a girl and boy. How does a boy is Ramante in the girl, or a girl is Ramante in a, they want that eager, that intensity has been told in order to understand, because we know in this world the highest kind of relish is between a boy and girl. Of course, we know that it is material because it does not last for long, but for a devotee it is nitya, it is continuous. So the reference is given not because what to do. A spiritual example if you give, you cannot relate. So that's why acharyas have to give something that relates from this world for you to relate. That relation is not between girl and boy. The relationship between the intensity, how one is absorbed in each other. That is the thing. So that is to tell the intensity, the magnitude, magnitude about what. So that's how the devotees is Ramante is there upon the Lord. So that's how it has been talked about. So beautiful this thing. So this is taken care of. The aspect of bhava samanvitaha. So that's how the devotees are. Now coming to 10th and 11th, that will talk about Buddha. Learned. How does he become learned? That Krishna will say. But if sometimes we find devotees are not all devotees are so intelligent and all those things, and Krishna will say, if not also, no worries, I give them. So that is going to come in 10th and 11th verse. That we will see in the coming week. So please, so that we'll try to see there. So we'll stop here. And I'm not yet completed this. 2 more verses are there in that. We'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. So I beg forgiveness today. I'll just stop here because I have another. I have to leave. So is it okay? You keep your questions maybe in the next week, and I'm yet to complete the 2 verses. If something is there, you can complete. Is that okay, Mandar Prabhu? I think I find your hand. As you keep it the question for the next week, and maybe next week you can ask. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Because I have to leave. So I beg forgiveness for today. I have to. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji.